Leviathan. Mazino is going to be the first point of contact as we have a recalled smoke. All of crew getting ready to run in right away. Support coming from NagZ as this raise on the back. But keznit once again strikes first until Leviathan fights back. And it's back and forth now until the advantage still comes in for Leviathan, leaving the lurk by himself. Spotted by the flash. And Leviathan's getting ready for that right away.
One thing that never takes a break is Leviathan's ability to stay confident in the way they're guarding a site. Mazino didn't even really back up in that situation. They only called for more support, stayed right in the face of crew's attack, and didn't give an inch of B site. Spike down now, and the roam around here from NagZ to try and find any sort of damage. Leviathan starting off with a brick wall defense at B. And just one more kill to finalize here.
There's always been one thing that's really good here for Leviathan, despite a slower or a bad ending, if I put it this way, during that first season of the Americas, is that discipline is something that's good. Look at all three of them watching that spike, not overcommitting, jump spotting, and even in the off angle, kiNgg strikes for the last kill. And
Leviathan have removed themselves from all sites so they can play together here. They want to try and be just a little further forward to take crew off guard. And NagZ trying to come through a little Mission Impossible through the vent, gets detected by keznit.
But all this time gives kiNgg an opportunity to reposition himself close, right around the corner. This was identified early though. Can it be cleared? Just a fake clear, but at least a trade's there for crew. Klaus picking that one up, entering towards the site. Tip of the spears of Mazino is holding towards the bottom. That's two with the Spectre, but the spike has fallen down. There's only 20 seconds left, and DaveeyS picks it up for a plant.
Teleport's ready.
It's got to be a safe one.
Yeah, and actually there's two players alive. NagZ with the support too. Shyy flashing forward, but gets dropped as he falls. Knew exactly they want to play aggressively on an attempt on middle. It turns out to be a trade, and crew's looking to move immediately towards the A side. Showstopper now available for keznit, trying to clear the back of the site. As we turn around the other side of the grab well. And also the toxic screen! NagZ gets picked off. No kills from the Showstopper. Up to the rifle now of keznit towards the back of the site. Nice little headshot. A second one then off to kiNgg. Looking to swing for the third, but gets denied by Shyy. Up to a 2 versus 1. Advantage for Leviathan. Melser now moving in. The lurk for the clutch. Misses the shot, does get the dig through the wall. Knows that Mazino was there though from that other shot. Now he can isolate two individual duels. The first swing out does not connect. The other one does.
Melser again?
Opportunity to refresh and reload, but then it's swing like no set from elbow, and Melser gets the Red Bull clutch.
Done. All this space has to be played by a member
30 seconds
of the team.
Nice on the wall. Nobody really checks that corner, but he uses on top of that. The toxic screen on the attack for the surprise kill. Spike has fallen. NagZ holding it back. Advantage for Leviathan, as there's only one player left. And NagZ has clutched it before, but not this time around. As NagZ Seekers, if there's still pressure up on that mid, because look at how far pushed up Tacolilla is towards that A site. Looking to rotate towards the spawn. More delays now. That's what you need here on towards B, so that the lurks can actually work here. And the flank can actually happen, but still, unfortunately, it's Leviathan falling so far as they drop 3 on crew's side. This time Viper's Pit out on the attack. kiNgg looking for the heroic play. Inside the pit right away. Denied by Melser for the third into the round. And Tacolilla, nothing you could do here.
Falling asleep at the wheel at the right second, and crew made the move. keznit actually tries to go in by himself for once and gets stopped.
Beautiful gravity well, actually.
Yeah.
Snakebite was a little bit too late. You saw the sprays trying to happen through on that grab well when the smoke came up towards B heaven. This time the lurk doesn't work. Shyy was waiting behind, anticipating at least one of those players from crew. If not DaveeyS, going to be NagZ lurking around. And for the first time in a while here, Leviathan scores first, but keznit immediately turns it into a 4v4.
kiNgg falling in mid has to stop here for Leviathan. Crew continues to find a free frag there, and now they work to B heaven.
Over aggression towards the spawn, almost catching one off guard was keznit. Looking back up, spotting 2 players towards the B side. Mazino's anchoring down as much as he can, but it's back under 2 versus 2. But one of them is so damaged and low. That's Shyy falling towards the back of the spawn.
Good flank here.
keznit chasing after it. And Tacolilla has an opportunity now. Dash up, keznit's low on HP. But nice. Wow. Yeah, Shy's playing towards the A site though. Should be ready to try to flash up on Heaven if he can, but this time decides to fall in the back of map. Well, already, NagZ has rotated around from the ropes, from the vents.
My God.
King on the other end. As the Showstar comes out on the defense, NagZ does get the pick off with the Phantom. It's going back and forth, but still a 3-on-3. And we're just battling on the top of Heaven with the spike being down. Showstopper then out on the attack, allowing Crew finally to have some room to breathe. As through the POV of DaveeyS. Tacolilla gets the pick. On a 1 versus 2, Bladestorm activated. Oh, Klaus play inside the smoke. That Crew has played throughout the last 2 days, with the exception of this one right here, which hopefully Leviathan could strike better on the attack as they go with their double duelists in the site, both denied.
Very good call from.
Everything just looks so good for Crew on the setup. 4 players towards the B site, solo anchor on A, trademark spotting 1 player.
Yeah.
So that forces Crew to do a lot of jump spotting, and they actually did see a player on the top of B Heaven. This time around, though, for Leviathan, it's not 1 but 2, as NagZ gets punished right away. Outside, the poison orb gets recalled. Beautiful flash coming out. We're trying to fight back as much as we can.
Spike down B.
But keznit just continues to anchor towards Hell. And from Hell actually throws the pain shells and grabs Mazino with him to Hell. So you do definitely have the supporting teammates that actually puts all these numbers up to. So you're not asking too much for him, but when you do, he's pulling out these stops. So well on their way to try to win this bonus round for a Crew. 11-3 on the scoreline. As finally, keznit gets stopped by kiNgg. Anchoring towards this B site. NagZ only has this Sheriff to work with. Hiding behind the Nebula. Mazino's creeping forward, and there's just too many players against him.
The rotation over comes in. Leviathan should be grabbing themselves around. In the middle of this round, the lurk that happened, obviously Crew's feeling a little safer, but Leviathan found where they need to go. kiNgg's been in Heaven. He's kind of had control of mid, and he's getting frags and information that can help these rotations from Leviathan. Uh-oh.
That's one of those players that I wanted to say has been stepping up here, where you didn't really need keznit that much. That's Klaus. Flash does get the blind onto kiNgg, trying to flick up onto NagZ, but at least he gets information on both. So that allows DaveeyS to try to get some sort of victory here in the position. But kiNgg can't forget him as the IGL, as this Viper.
This map.
What a great moment. A great opportunity to get their first map win in all of those days, when it matters the most now during the LCQ.
Okay.
But off the timeout,
we're double dueling.
Leviathan definitely want to use that aggression, allowing the Stinger to get the first blood in favor of the attack side. kiNgg watching the lurk, watching the push, watching the rotate.
kiNgg again.
Good for at least those 2 kills, and Melser about to get sandwiched and pinned. Mazino is on that late lurk. And now we see the good old Leviathan take it. They have full control now of B main. But Mazino's the one that's trying to watch it. So what, 2 players maybe? And instead of going right around the Rosie, it's straight ahead. Face front, behind the Seekers. Tacolilla updrafting on the top of the balcony, pushed away by all of these Seekers out from Klaus.
Terrifying.
Doesn't give a chance for Leviathan here to get any forward position. So a big responsibility for kiNgg now on the late lurk at mid. You can see the Cosmic Divide getting ready to get propped up by that Astra. NagZ pushing towards the spawn. Denied right away by DaveeyS, and the numbers are dwindling. Only 3 left needed. Only 1 left needed. That's kiNgg. You need everything here. An ace, a clutch, but the players are already on that spike. Too little, too late. NagZ with the kill, Crew with the defuse, and Crew with the first map.
To start us off on first round.
Yeah. Thankfully, it's a spawn fight with more players on the attack side than there is on the defensive side. Paranoia to push out the defenders of Crew back towards Rubble. There's only 1 player there. It's keznit with the pain shells. It's keznit swinging out. It's keznit with the headshot onto Mazino. And once again, in the true fashion of Sideshow, that's the spike.
Well, how do you run out to look for a first kill? Shyy brings it back, though. They should be able to recover, retrieve. It just leaves it up to DaveeyS and NagZ now, who are aware of the movement, but need to hit the shots. They recoup. They're going to go back for a light defense at the back of A and just try to predict the site here.
Yeah.
All the time in the world for Leviathan.
Thankfully, again, power of numbers for Leviathan. Could move in and pick up that spike once again. Crew working together at the same time, leaving all of the Killjoy utility Just left on an island outside of the range, so you're just playing blinded. Gambling on this stack for both DaveeyS and NagZ.
What do they have? Ghost Classic. Comes up big.
Gamble stack is perfect.
They have to dry peek.
Low HP are the last two players of Leviathan. Shyy looking for an ace, does have a sheriff to work with. There's only 10 seconds left. Going in the site, safe plant away from the nano swarm. Low HP.
Yeah, he knows.
Against the ghost. Using as many obstacles as possible. Shyy looking for timing. Cannot get it. A body shot only onto DaveeyS. A nice attempt, but around once again. Ground gain, Leviathan setting up now for a pulse plan. Very slow is the spike moving in. That's on the back of NagZ. 20 seconds left. Crew getting ready already to flood back. Nice shot by Tacolilla. Now activates the showstopper, pushing enemies away. Big flash now at least confirming is the plant going down for Leviathan. Klaus looking for the wall bangs with the sheriff. Sprayed across. Tacolilla supporting his teammates once again. Leaves up to keznit with 3 HP. Dropped.
Just the in from Lev. They've been trying a little too much trickery.
Just too much utility going out here towards the rubble. And he couldn't control it at all. Even the pain shells weren't being thrown towards the entrance of A. It was actually at rubble itself. So Shyy has to activate. But only gets that one. Disadvantage now for Leviathan, as the last two members are grouping up together towards the C side.
You just take a moment to think, like, all this action happened, NagZ didn't move. Not a bit. Cemented to anchor this site.
Enemy remaining.
Has to. All of that utility from Killjoy so far away, not in range of a turret, so to get information, you need to put some bodies there. And not only does he get information, he gets the pick off, leaving NagZ at a big disadvantage. 3 versus 1, 2 flanking from the C side from Crew. Up at Mound. Spike now going down.
Turret's about to come in range. There it is.
Good play here by NagZ. Masking now all that information. And as the smoke dissipates under dark cover, that's a surprise from Melser and DaveeyS.
The nail in the coffin, if they time it right. He gets a little identified by util to start off, though.
Yeah, this could still be a nice little break that utility. Break
there it is.
But
there it
you
is.
go. A nice alert from kiNgg. Mazino through the smoke, the wall bang onto Melser. Forcing out a lockdown early. Can't really spam it out. And there you go. Finally through the wall bangs. The Vandals drop it. But NagZ stuck in the sight. The tap forcing the enemies out.
30 seconds
and
left.
this is actually a really good round for Leviathan from the pivot from the C to the A site.
Yeah, it's the pivot.
So it has to potentially be an early push forward from the rest of Leviathan.
They're going.
Saw that NagZ almost wanted to bring out that Viper's Pit. And DaveeyS is holding the first area.
They're trying to push.
Showstopper out and ready. It's out in the air. keznit lands it onto Tacolilla. But now it's all over
enemy remaining.
for Shyy being the last player on a 2 versus 1. A chance to pick up the spike and plant.
10 seconds left.
But now that window of opportunity is closing. A flash around the corner. Klaus looking to run out.
God.
It's fine to run away. The gun is not out fast enough. Trying to get information for his team.
That was a great prowler back.
Good damage to hold back Crew. Forcing the regrowth to come out from Klaus. Allowing Leviathan to get
3v3.
inside the A site on its 3 versus 3. Now a lockdown on the defense. Plant yet to go down. Door about to reopen. We're forfeiting our position to repivot somewhere else.
Enough time. 40 on the clock.
NagZ's gonna get caught though. Shyy though gets the pick. It's traded off by DaveeyS.
Spike down A.
But now the spike's so far away towards rubble. For Crew, they're all
30
falling back
seconds
here
left.
towards middle on this 2 versus 2 now. Prowler and a haunt still available. The rotate
keznit.
back the flank behind from keznit, and he heard it. He heard it. He's just going to play the off angle now with 15 seconds left.
So smart. Plays his life.
Leviathan understands this, though. They have to push back towards the A site because they have no time left. 10 seconds. It's
left.
DaveeyS with the off angle. No!
DaveeyS!
4 kills in the round. The lineup on the last 2 players of Leviathan. These orbs to allow a showstopper. Nope, it's just going to be a satchel in with the judge. Clear the space. The door is yet to be open on that baby door, so an opportunity for Leviathan to play the post plan after the pit coming out. Nice shot there from kiNgg right after Nightfall coming out towards that B side. The judge is close. It's denied right away. Close range battle. Big flash from Klaus. Now up to 3 players alive on the pulse blind. Counter pit coming out on the defense as well for Crew. NagZ just into the thick of it. Head to head against Klaus, gets dropped. Now the shorty of kiNgg evens up the tally. Oh, so low.
Ding.
NagZ at 1 HP, Klaus at 21. The pit falls, but Shyy plays the long range. Now there's no time, at least for... Nice! Shyy!
Out towards C. Will it work against Crew?
Oh, Leviatan's just running it down.
Oh, dear.
Pushing out towards the B side too. Shares couldn't connect, but the long range of the Classic permits a trade-off to happen. A 4 versus 4. Crew taking control of Rubble and near Stormian. A race to the finish line, and that line is that toxic screen. But they cut noise. They're pulling back. They heed their footsteps. Catching Tacolilla with the boom bot in hand. Right-click Classic doesn't work out for a second kill, as now the advantage goes back for Crew.
Turning back around. Shyy wants to push now. Crew is absolutely reading everything that Leviathan is doing here. Staying in spawn is 5 to begin the round, rotating away. Crew looks like their hand was being forced, and what a great rotation Leviathan got out of them. But as soon as Crew stopped and said, wait, we can turn around and fight this.
That's exactly it.
They got the advantage.
The off on the fly calls from Melser. That double stat that they had in that first pistol round, this time around saying, hey, let's stop, cut noise, let Leviathan run into us.
30 seconds left.
And it leads now with 3 versus 1. With the IGL of Leviathan.
Toxin screen down.
The kiNgg with the ghost. Looking to reclaim at least a C site now as it gets planted for Crew.
Just the creep in. Basically walks into a crossfire once he does get deep enough.
There's a first contact.
DaveeyS gonna hide it. No, DaveeyS just waits for Klaus.
Yep, towards Rubble. Door being open, 2 players of Leviathan holding behind that. Seeker's coming out. You activate behind that, it's towards that B site. Snakebite coming in from the back spawn here from kiNgg.
DaveeyS
Seeker's hitting NagZ, trying to counteract here with his Prowler. 10 seconds left. The plant is gonna be at a default spot on the B site.
Look, on this gun round, the bonus for Leviathan. Crew is taking site with 3.
NagZ does a great job to hold out the angles here at the small door. And that's
down.
Leviathan to fall back and save. Nothing he could do here at this point.
Nothing. From all the way to C to a little bit of mid,
Last player standing.
all the way to A and back into B, Leviathan was not able to identify practically any member of Crew. Free map walk-in. Not been messing around. They're gonna scale in here, probably put somebody on the A-halls too, right on the Viper orb, and just wait for this retaliation. A good smoke actually here from Leviathan to get a little space back. They're dropping into sight.
Pinch shells just got thrown by Tacolilla, dispersing now the pulse planners of Crew. First one to fall comes in favor and an advantage for Leviathan for the retake. keznit blocked away by a smoke. Nice paranoia out from Mazino to push forward. A nice shot! A second one from kiNgg! Now keznit tries to fight back. The Stingers still continue to hurt.
10-6. Can they close the gap? Shyy now with the Odin in play.
Oh my god. When you have little hope there for Leviathan, it just...
Snuffed out. Snuffed right out.
All right, well, now advantage for Crew. Showstopper creating space. And a plant now comes in. Oh my god.
Spike planted.
You're kidding. You're kidding.
What can you do once again?
You can't. We said
Lady luck
it's the
on
little
the side of
things
Crew
that
there,
keep
yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
Seems like Crew just has the timing of these instances in their favor today. The moons are aligning for the groupium. And now they just wait for this one to go off. Another save here from Leviathan. And not even the Odin's gonna make it. Insult to injury there. C once again, some mid, and again, Mound over here.
Stopper out, Tacolilla lands it onto Klaus, but Melser's on the other
Good
end.
lord.
That spike down, but keznit continues to run and gun and dispatches the aggression that was attempted out of Leviathan.
They hear a door.
Instantly, we have a 2 versus 2, identifying one player.
Last player
Nice
standing.
shot by kiNgg. Identifying
Spike
one
down,
player
attacker
towards that
spawn.
door, towards the B side. NagZ doesn't really know if both players are there. And now he does. Full footsteps are coming out. There was a moment. There was,
All going for it. Door control, too, may have a big play here.
especially when you have a lockdown. Beautifully read so far by Leviathan. Nightfall to push him back. Melser watching the front, watching the pinch, identifying that pinch.
And crew backs up. It's almost like they have Leviathan out of position now.
I mean, the A side is open.
Yeah.
I've got your trail.
Seeker's coming out too, and that's all gonna head towards that left side and also one towards the flank.
All right.
Big pit to prevent now Leviathan from moving in and scaling up with a lockdown on the pulse plan too. This is gonna be very difficult for Leviathan to come back with.
You should run.
Lockdown coming in. This is such an interesting pit. They can drop in from the back site and be safe, but where's the first fight come from? keznit takes down Mazino.
Elise now, as Mazino falls, drop the lockdown. So an opportunity Elise to try to come back. The pit would also fall as NagZ just got picked off by NagZ. It's back to a 3 versus 1, only up to NagZ. Showstopper out, lands at the feet of NagZ. keznit with 4 kills, and crew continue to right their wrong as they move forward in the LCQ and will meet Cloud9 in the upper finals.